Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the channel. This is my second video of tarot that I'm uploading. And just to jump right in, I was thinking today what to do a reading about, and the topic that was ringing true in my head was the word transformation. And so I thought, what needs transformation in your life? So that's the question that I'm going to be answering, or going to be asking to the tarot right now. And as usual, here are the three piles: pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1, we have the selenite. Pile 2, we have the aqua blue opal. In pile 3, we have the black tourmaline. Okay, so getting started with pile 1. What needs transformation in pile, for those who chose pile 1? And I'll be pulling some oracle cards as well. What needs transformation in pile 1's life? What are some things that need transforming? Got the Emperor. We got Temperance in reverse. We got the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Got the King of Swords in reverse. Got the Queen of Cups. Got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Got the Empress. And we've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So what needs transformation in pile 1's life? The ability to make decisions. Deciding on what? Making your own decisions. Choosing your path in life on your own, and not waiting for anyone else to make those decisions for you or to guide you. Because the Emperor to me means it's someone who stands firmly in their power. They make decisive decisions, and once they make those decisions, they let nature take its course, and they have other people and helpers around them to kind of put it in, help them do the little details, or do the sort of grunt work, so to speak, while they stand firm and take leadership and take ownership of whatever it is that they're doing. So what needs transforming for pile 1 is decision making, making their own decisions. What? Then we have Temperance in reverse. Let me see, look at this card. Where's Temperance in reverse here? Spirit. Yeah. Making your own decisions and not allowing someone else to decisions on what? Life in general, the direction you need to go. Not allowing yourself, not being easy to manipulate by those around you, but standing in your own power and knowing when someone's trying to manipulate you, but you kind of coming into your own and deciding that, you know what, I'm going to stand firm and make decisions that will help me to take ultimate control of my emotions and not allow someone else to control them. Yeah. And then when you feel like you've given away that power of decision making to someone else, then you feel depressed, or you feel like you do things to numb yourself. But yeah, you're being asked to be decisive in your life, to transform what's caused you to be indecisive, what's caused this lack of decision. Nervousness, being scared of the consequences. Maybe like in your childhood, like many decisions were made for you. And so for some of you, you didn't have to really stand firm in your own decision making because you had maybe a father, parents or your caregivers to make those decisions for you. But now you're being asked to take back that power and decide for yourself. And when you decide, like, sometimes there's no right or wrong. Sometimes they're just choosing an option and going for it, and then letting that be the lesson for the future, whatever you learn from that decision. But holding back and not standing firm in deciding, making decisions for your life, what path you want to go, what ideas you want to give birth to. Not standing firm in those decisions will just kind of keep you stuck. In a feeling of lack of abundance, of lack of personal power. So yeah, you're being asked to transform, your lack of decision making. And then you have this 9 of Wands in reverse here, and I'm looking at this, and it's just like, and you have the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Maybe like, you get stuck in your head. You sort of kind of sabotage yourself in not making decisions instead of standing firm in your power, standing and trusting your inspiration, trusting the inspired information that you get. And I know sometimes that can be tough because, again, like, we're not sure of the outcome of things, and we don't want to be the bad person if something doesn't turn out the way someone else wants. But we have to make decisions. We have to stand firm and decide. And when we do, well, when you do make solid decisions and stand behind them, you will feel that sense of strength and personal power and balance, really, like emotional balance, instead of kind of being tossed to and fro because, you're relying on someone else to make decisions for you. I'm seeing like a tumbleweed, just kind of being blown to and fro because it doesn't have a solid it's like I'm literally seeing a tumbleweed blowing. I'm sorry to laugh, but it's just like bouncing to and fro, like in the wind, instead of making a decision and standing behind it, and knowing that when you make those decisions, no matter what, like, sometimes we make mistakes and that's okay. That's how we learn. Sometimes we fall on our butts and that's okay too. And that's how we learn. But sometimes making those decisions, it will be like the best thing ever, will help you and those around you. And more importantly, help you not kind of feel stuck in this like emotional numbness or this drowning or just feeling this lack of strength, in your personal power. So pile 1 is working on transforming, or needs to work on transforming, being decisive, making decisions, standing behind the decisions that you make, and trusting that trusting that the decision that you make will be your teacher, will be the lesson, or will be, that will give you the answer. So let's get a couple oracle cards here and some messages, something to meditate on in helping you with this transformation. Let's see, what is... We have a rhinoceros, moderation. In moderation. So, wow, look at him in fire. Look at this. That's powerful looking. It's like, stand firm in your decision and trust that what you're inspired by, like, you won't like just like go up into flames. Like, everything won't go, whatever you need to make decisions about in your life, it won't just go up in flames because, you made maybe a wrong decision. But just in moderation, whatever you decide, just kind of, be mindful of, just be mindful and think twice, just take that like holy pause, that quiet pause, and then decide. But don't just forge ahead, okay, make a decision and go, but definitely decide. And let's see, what should they meditate on during this transformation? Just being mindful, moderation, mindfulness. Just, what will help you during this transformation is quieting your mind, setting your intentions, like what you need to do, what you need to make a decision about, whatever it is that you need to decide on. Just in moderation, pause, consider, and decide. And trust that within you hold that. When you're kind of focused and settled, and maybe during meditation, even just being mindful and trust that you have the answers within you, and that you will never just be led astray. Like, you have what you need. Just keep your eye on what illuminates, what kind of some of the first things that come up when you're trying to make a decision on something. Just keep your mind's eye on that and trust yourself. Okay? So let me know down below if any of that resonates for you, pile 1. Now we're moving on to pile 2. All right. All right, pile 2. What does pile 2 need to make transformations in? What needs transformation in for those who chose pile 2, Spirit? Oh, hold on one second. Oh, sorry about that. Had to check and see what the child was doing. Okay. Pile 2. What needs transformation in your life, pile 2? Four of Coins in reverse. Queen of Coins. Ooh. Got a lot of coins. The 8 of Coins in reverse. Justice. Ooh. Something around money. Fairness with resources. 4 of Wands. The Fool in reverse. The 8 of Wands in reverse. The World. Wow. What needs transformation in pile 2's life? Okay. Okay. Something around money. What about money that needs what? Mindset around money, mindset around resources. Let me pause. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, something around money and resources. Needs to transform the way that you look at life, the way that you look at what is abundant, or what is of worth. It's like there's this need for validation, to be validated by those around you. Maybe you like show, you're very showy, you like to show off and kind of say like look at what I have, and showing off in a way of like in a way that to try to, I don't know, I guess to try to get that validation, to try to get recognition, but the way that you have been going about it needs to change. It needs to come from a place of authenticity, like being true to you, being true to who you are, and not pretending to be something that you're not, or being authentic to who you are, and trusting that who you are is enough, and that to like, look at this. I'm hearing money, 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 money. Why am I hearing that song? Money. Yeah, but it's like the way that you view money, the way that you view worth, getting your sense of self-worth. Like and I know like in the world and in the society that we live in, a lot of times your worth is determined by how much money you have. I mean, it's in our pop music, especially like rap and, some of the hot songs, like it's all about getting the money, getting the bag, and but that, again, like I feel like this theme keeps coming up. It's like futile. It's like it's not something that truly fulfills. Like no matter how much money you get, you can be swimming in money and still feel empty. People will still find something to talk bad about you about, or still be able to poke a sensitive spot in you that you haven't drawn up for healing, to transform, something that can kind of, throw you on your back and keep you from moving forward and moving up. Yeah. So just being able to change the way you think about acquiring wealth and money, and how, you know, like that will give me justice. That, once I have this amount of money, for some of you, then I will feel at peace. Then I will feel like I got what I deserved. Like justice is done. Like now I can, live and enjoy the world and all of its glory. But you can do that regardless. Like you don't have to win approval of others to by showing them how much money you have, or showing them the this nice thing that you have, or hey, look at my creation, look at what I did, like to get that validation. No, like that comes from within you. Like you are complete, you are whole within your own self. Like you are already whole in you. Look at these beautiful butterflies. It's like up here, the 4 coins in reverse, he's like hoarding it, but it's like, but it doesn't make you happy. Like it doesn't give you true happiness and true joy and fulfillment. But knowing that when you do change the way that you think about it, then you will, you will have that, you will feel that true wholeness, that true oneness within yourself, and not have to seek that validation from how much you have or what you produce, but to know that within you, you are enough. And that, yeah. So your pile 2 is being called to, anything else with that? Transform the way that they view their worth, the way that they view money, and that your worth comes from you being grounded and stable, and knowing that within yourself you're solid and strong, and that, of course, abundance, an abundance in the right ways, in the right forms, and exactly what you need will float to you once you transform your mindset, and not feel like you have to sort of show off your goods or your material possessions to feel worthy or feel whole or validated. So yeah, let's get some oracle cards here. What are some things that will make this transformation, help you in this transformation, Spirit? The void. Ooh. Dark moon. When I see this card, I just think of kind of almost like a seed being buried in the ground. That's what I'm getting right now. Like a seed that's being buried in the ground and waiting for that transformation to take place. That you're laying there in your stillness in the void, or a void moon. I think that's when you kind of birth an idea, or birth that new change, that new, whatever the thought process or the situation, or even just no thought process, just being still and listening and trusting that in that quiet space, in the dark, like I'm again a seed planted in the dark, moist, rich soil, waiting for just the right time to bloom and produce and be its own natural beauty, be its own natural self. Like it's all naked, bare, not very, appealing to look at in and of itself. But once it gets everything it needs from the earth, being planted firmly, being stable, solid, secure in and of themselves, I'm thinking for the viewers, in and of yourself, then it will start to bloom and blossom, and it won't have to kind of pretend or show, hey, look at this, like, aren't I great? Like, it'll just naturally be like, yeah, you'll just naturally be yourself. And I'm just thinking about the story I think I just heard recently. I don't know if it was from the Tao or what, but basically about how we look at other people and wish we had what they have, and thinking that if we just had that, that will make us feel worthy, that will make us happy. But knowing that we each have within ourselves the what's what we need for us in this lifetime. Like what you have within you is sorely needed, sorely, like it's a part of a puzzle. Like if you, what was the story? Like a centipede being jealous of the snake because it can crawl on its belly, or the the water being jealous of the air because it can just kind of flow about freely and as it pleases, or anything. Like you can compare anything, but just realizing that within you, you don't have to kind of show off something. Like you don't have to produce anything to feel worthy. Like you're worthy in and of yourself, and what you have within is more than enough to be an integral part of this wild and crazy life we're living. Like what you have within you is needed. So yeah, just go within, have some stillness, some time, even maybe like, look, we just came off the full super moon, so the void moon is a while yet, but maybe even by the time the void moon comes, like you will have even more clarity on what you need to do, or being forced to be even more still, to go within and to have that almost kind of like learning to walk in the dark, learning to walk without no eyes on you, nobody seeing you, learning to find your worth in the void. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. That's it for pile 2. Let me know if that resonates at all. Let's see. Oh, what is something you can meditate on? Pile 2 during this transformation. So one thing you can meditate on. Being gracious with yourself. Yeah. Being gracious with yourself, knowing that you're worthy in and of yourself, finding that stillness, finding that peace within you, grounding yourself, trusting that you are knowing, not even trusting, not even believing, but just knowing that you are enough, that you have everything you need. And that don't say mean things to yourself, or don't say you're not worth it because you don't have this or that, or, or when I have this, then I'll be then I'll be blank. No, you're already enough and already worthy. So yeah, be gracious with yourself. Have grace. Be gentle with yourself. And then you won't have to make extra effort to like, hey, look at me, because people will look at you with your beauty that comes from within, comes from you making those, going through that transformation and coming out on the other side. People will just naturally look at you different because they'll be like, whoa, what beauty, what grace. It's like she's not, or he's not even trying, Okay. All right. All right. That's it for pile 2. Let me know if that resonates at all in the comment section if you feel so inclined. Ooh, hit the camera there. All right. Pile 3. What needs transformation in your life, pile 3? What needs transformation in your life? Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, why am I hitting the camera? Sorry, guys. Okay, yeah. Why am I shuffling like that? Okay. Okay, for those who chose pile 3, what needs transformation in their life? Have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Have the King of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups in reverse. Have Judgment. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. Have the Chariot in reverse. Have the Queen of Cups in reverse. And we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. What needs transformation for those who chose pile 3? I'm hearing thinking, thoughts. The way that you think. The way that you replay things in your head. The way that you ruminate on things. The way that you talk to yourself. Am I enough? I'm hearing that. Oh my gosh. You're very hard on yourself. Those of you who chose pile 3. Very hard. You're hard on yourself. You need to transform and change the way that you deal with yourself. You need to change the way, or you're being asked to transform, the way that you thoughts, because your thoughts, your emotions and your feelings follow your thoughts. And of course, as our thoughts are energy, our thoughts are energy. What we think happens. And we can always know what we're thinking, what's going on in our heads by how we're feeling, by the feelings that come up after that. Yeah, transforming how you talk to yourself, the record that you play in your head over and over again. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm hearing transformation. Don't be hard on yourself. I'm hearing. Oh gosh. I'm even feeling a little slight dizzy, like slight sort of a little overwhelmed in the head a little bit. It's like you tell yourself that you're not enough, or you tell the thoughts that you think make you feel like you're not enough, and know that you have the power to change that. But it's like maybe sometimes even you'll start to think of yourself in like this, grand light. You'll start to kind of have these thoughts and see yourself as abundant, but then immediately it's like, whoop, then all of a sudden a train of thoughts will come and just flip you on your back, and kind of keep you stuck, keep you feeling trapped in your head. But knowing that, if you just change, if you kind of continue, if you can keep your thoughts on the positive things that you are, kind of like the abundance that you have already within, keeping your thoughts on the things that are good about you, and standing, like, kind of being able to focus on those thoughts, then you'll be free to, just get out of your head and saying, judging yourself so harshly. Yeah. So it's like if I do stand up for myself, or if I do, stand in my power, then maybe I wouldn't, like, they'll just be sort of things that are coming to knock me down, almost kind of like a pessimism seeps in. Like, it's like you'll start to tell yourself something good, but then immediately you'll be hit with something negative, kind of like, oh my gosh, I can relate to this. Actually, this might be for me. But it's kind of like maybe you grew up in a way that it's like, well, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Or, well, look out for this. Well, this is great. And you might have been like so happy. Hey, look at this wonderful thing I got from my teacher. Or look at this special treat I got for this achievement. And then all of a sudden, maybe someone in your family will say, well, but you don't get too happy because you never know what's around the corner. Or, like, don't get your head too big because because something could come right along and snatch it. Like, I'm just getting this kind of like this heavy judgment, this heavy sort of mean things that you say to yourself, that you tell yourself. And every time maybe you try to attempt to think something positive, you're kind of like drawn back again into that negative thinking, into feeling, trapped and emotional in that space, and depressed in that space, because you kind of, replay those stories. Or replay like negative self-talk. So you're being asked to, what needs transforming for you, pile 3, is the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself, the words that you say to yourself. Words, thoughts. And when you do that, your feelings, how you feel, will change. You won't feel so depressed or stuck, or maybe manipulating others and kind of having others feel bad for you, or kind of that whole misery loves company aspect of life. That will no longer be a thing, because you will be in control of your thoughts, and have a much more solid reign on the way that you talk to yourself and the way that you allow others to talk to you. And and trust your intuition. Trust your knowing, your inner knowing. And if something around you doesn't feel right, trust that. Like, if you're in a space, maybe you're like someone who takes on other people's emotions. That's what I'm getting. Because I'm like, all of a sudden I felt dizzy. Then I started thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm around other people who kind of feel down. And if you already have those thoughts and you're surrounding yourself with other people who have those, or who have that thoughts, again, because like attracts like. So if we're in that space, we're attracting more things that are like us. So if we're talking bad about ourselves or judging ourselves harshly, we're attracting other people who do the same thing in whatever different ways, or however. And maybe it feels comfortable because that's all you've known. But just trust your intuition, and be mindful of the energy that's around you. Be mindful of the people in your space, because you get affected a lot by other people's energy. And that's what I'm getting. You're a sensitive person, pile 3. Some of you, I'm getting you're a sensitive person. And so you have to be mindful and not feel bad, not beat yourself up, of needing your space, of kind of taking a step back to know where you need your energy, where your energy is being drained from, and how something is continuing to sort of keep you in this toxic space in your head, and how you think about yourself, or how harsh you are with yourself. So change. And I know that can be tough, and it takes time, one day at a time, but you can do it. Change the way you think about yourself. And then even you'll see just the people around you, your circumstances around you will start to change as well. Know that you're abundant. Know that you are the shit. I don't know why that just came to me, like, you're the shit. Like, know that I don't know why is it that word? Ugh, it's such a nasty word. But you're the king or queen. Like, you are it. Like, you have abundance in who you are. Like, yeah. Like, you're shining, you're sparkling. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Like a person who's shining, sparkling, and they know it. Like, that's who you are. And that's who you will become even more of, visible to others, when you make that transformation, when you start to change the way you think about yourself and the messages that you replay in your head and how you beat up on yourself or whatever it is, like the pessimism. Yeah, you can't stay in that space, because it'll just keep you just trapped in your head and feeling, one step forward and 3 steps back, So let me get this oracle. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so beautiful. Ooh, what animal spirit guide? What will help you as you transform, as you change, make those deep changes in the way that you think about yourself? We got the horse. Freedom. You see that? Oh, can you see that? Wow. Yes. Yes. You will be set free from those thoughts and those things that you say to yourself. Like, you call on the freedom of a wild horse. They're strong, they're sleek, they're beautiful, they roam free, they don't let anything stop them or tame them, especially the stronger ones. But freedom, I just think of like a free spirit horse riding free. Look at how this a white horse, and I'm thinking spirit. Yeah. Shine like the stallion that you are. I'm thinking like a white stallion. So yeah, call on that spirit animal to help you as you make the transformation to in changing how you think about yourself. Look at it going, it's just like whoosh, going through that door, like boom, here I am, I'm off. Yes, free to be you and to no longer be trapped in your mind. When I see woods, I think of your mind. Can't see the forest for the trees, but yeah, look at it. I'm just getting that, like, yeah, get out of your head. Stop replaying those messages that are not beneficial to you, that are not in alignment with who you are at your core, your highest good, the amazingness that you are, this bright spiritual being that you are. And then once you're able to do that, then you will be free. You will feel more free. You will feel more at peace. You will feel less burdened. Yeah. What is something you can meditate on as you make this transformation? What is something you can meditate on? Journey. That is a journey, right? That you didn't get there overnight. You didn't get to the place of the way that you think in your thought processing and how you talk to yourself overnight. It's been something that, you grew up with, or what you've known. But know that it's a journey. You're going to have ups and downs. You're not going to change overnight, but the transformation process, if you stick to it, yeah, like it's a journey. That you will be guided on the way, just one thought at a time. Look at those bubbles. I'm just thinking thoughts. Like just change the way you think, just one thought at a time. Just like as soon as you get a thought that makes you feel depressed or that's hard on yourself, immediately think of something. For example, for me, if I get a thought of, oh, no one wants to listen to you talk about that, like some negative thoughts, because look, I can relate to that. No one wants to hear you talk about that. I will change that thought to, you know what? What do you mean no one wants to hear me talk about that? Just because these 2 people don't or 5 people don't doesn't mean the world is full of billions of people. There are people who would benefit from what I have to say, or who want to hear what I have to say, or who will share with me, challenge me, encourage me, inspire me mutually in what I have to say. So that's immediately what I thought when I saw journey. That it's a journey. You didn't get to where you are overnight. In the pattern that you can repeat, and you won't kind of be on the outside of it overnight, but you'll go as fast as as you want to go, really. You'll move at the pace that's perfect for you, that's perfect for your flow. And know that freedom is at the end. Just take it one thought at a time, always. And don't try to force the thought. Just go. Don't say, go away. Just, oh, why you think that? Again, that's another beating up yourself. Don't judge yourself. If you get a thought, you're just like, oh, why do I have to think? Don't do that. You say, oh, okay. I see you. I see you thought. Okay, now let me counteract that. Let me bring you up. Why did I think that? Now let me counteract that with a thought that's going to make me feel more free. That's going to move me forward on my journey into wholeness, into transformation, into being who I am deep within. So, is there anything else with that? No. So yeah, that's pile 3. Let me know if any of that resonated for you in the comments below, if you so feel like it. And thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your time whenever you watch this. Thanks for watching.